Welcome back everybody to part 4 of my Port Royal series. I will do a minor recap because if I'm not mistaken, last time there were some things happening which are going to be very important in the next game. First of all, we have a war going on between Spain and currently England, France and the Netherlands, which means there will be a lot of fighting going on, especially as Spaniards, they need to face three navies. And as I said in the previous episode, or one of the previous episodes, every country gets one or two fleets extra. Well, I think it was one fleet, but extra the moment you actually start fighting. As we can see, Britain got 2 extra fleets, the Netherlands got 3 extra fleets, and Spain also got 3 extra fleets compared to the towns. Thus, Spain is pretty strong while France has been losing a couple of fleets and are back at 10 right now. So that's number 1. Also, I got a letter of marque, and with that I'm able to attack Spanish merchant convoys. If I keep doing that, over time the Spaniards will start hunting me. So right now the most important thing for me is to attack those convoys, make sure that I'm actually safe after I do so, and sell off the convoys and the cannons and ammunition or whatever, but try to make a profit out of it before my reputation with Spain drops that far that I'm actually starting to lose money. Because the moment my reputation drops, Spain will start to attack my merchant convoys as well. Kinda an eye for an eye situation. And considering I only have 2 merchant convoys right now, getting them out of business, or worse, getting them looted a few times is going to hurt me a lot. So meanwhile I have 1 ship left, and it's still my brig, it's having some damage, but it also has cannons and crew aboard this time. Not completely, but at least enough to do something. Which means I will turn this one a warship. And with that I am indeed able to do damaging business towards Spanish ships. Ha, funny part, look at this, there's a Spanish brig here. I could actually attack if slash when I'm able to do so. But first I need to repair my ship. It's going to take some time, 8 days. And while I'm doing that, there's nothing I can do. Also, I got 1 trading, 1 navigation captain, so naval fights will be complicated. I do have enough cutlasses. I got a little bit in chain and grape shot. I'm not aiming at solid cannon shot because that would damage the hull, and the last thing I want is a ship being damaged that much that I need to repair it for a lot of money before I can actually sell it. Chain shot will do damage to the rigging, and damage rigging means that the ship will slow down, move very slowly, actually being less maneuverable, which makes it easier to do the next step using chain shot to decimate the crew, and when that's done, go boarding. So that's the plan of action. For now I got 7 days passing by, so there's not much I can do. We can watch what happens, and or not, because the trade convoy already passed that Spanish convoy attacking merchant ships, and that's one of the things that will happen over time, over and over again. Every time a war breaks out, military ships will start attacking merchant ships, loot goods, hoping that the enemy military convoys will sooner or later come by, and with that chase them down until they're able to start a fight. Of course, since the AI captured the goods, it also means they will sell it off. They need to finance their military at some point. Something happens. Martinique. I haven't. Oh, I have found Martinique. So that buccaneer is someone I need to keep an eye on, as sooner or later he may as well attack Dutch colonies. And while that can be profitable to me, it can also be very dangerous. Carracks and corvettes. As for my personal stuff, no entries. I finished this one. I skipped this one because I didn't have a letter of marque at the time. Now I do have a letter of marque, and I can't continue the mission because it's too late. Assets, well, they dropped a lot. That's because I've been buying ships, but it's already going up again, so that looks good. Still one building permit. I'm planning to do a second one in Grand Bahama, because it's a special town. It's the Viceroy's town in this case, so that means I'm able to produce one of the 4 more luxury goods, in this case, from memory, ropes and clothing. No workers, no tenants. This is the increase in storage capacity, which is caused by my ships. I got 3 ships, 16 cannons, 3 captains, 50 sailors. That's it. My balance, I'm getting a better forecast again. Lost a lot, but yep, things are looking good. It's not that much yet, but it will improve over time. No production problems, not really successful yet. 3rd rank, no reputation, no wife, 3 missions accomplished, that's it. My trade routes. Counterclockwise route is having a positive balance of 13,000 gold pieces. My clockwise trade route hasn't anything yet. It will over time, so we will come back after it's done and see what happens. Because another disadvantage I have to face is that the moment my reputation starts dropping, Spanish cities will be off limits. And for this route that means Havana, Gibara will be off limits. So all in all, I'm not doing that bad. Let's see what we have here. He needs 90 hemp. And we got a bad captain. But I need living space. So Let's build a house. Only one for now. Just to see what happens. Let's see. I'm unable to buy a military frigate yet. I don't want any other ships unless I can't even buy a bark. Well, a bark would have been better. A corvette would have been best actually, but I can't afford those yet. So what else to do? Well, with 12k I'm able to buy multiple of those. And if I'm not mistaken, no, I am mistaken, I'm out of money. Let's see if I can use the little bit I have left to buy a chain. And we're going to look for other islands. It is a very big convoy, fighting a lot. One corvette, they captured a war galleon. Meanwhile, we got St. Thome and I forgot to pick up settlers in San Juan, so I'm going back. And this buccaneer is buying up. Okay, that's a disappointment. Keeps buying towns supplies. That could be beneficial to me, as I said before, as soon as I'm able to defeat him. Problem is, I won't for a while. All I can do right now is looking for better captains and over time looking for Spanish ships and start attacking them. And another thing I can do is not looking for stuff, but indeed check with my governor and viceroy if they have any special missions for me. Something I may actually do right now. Set sail from Providence and find some books. Okay, I can do that. And after that, when that's done, I can always return to St. Kitts and Antigua to see if I can make a small profit by selling off some stuff. A lot is happening. Okay, one storm, one famine. as well do this. I guess those are the diaries. And if they are, I'm lucky. Let's see. Now, we get the pirates. I'm wondering if I'm... No, I haven't. Four days, so I will be able to finish this mission in time. Also, the peace between England and Spain means that the Spanish buccaneer will start to attack other cities. Could be French. And he got me a bark. Very nice, because it's in general the ship I was hoping for. Warehouse convoy. I will drop everything off. I don't have cannons yet. But I need 4 more cannons. Done. And some more crew. And some cutlasses. See if there's any mission here. I'm not gonna do this. It's a nice mission, but I'm not going to do this because I will have to fight a strong convoy. And I'm not able to do that yet. I will, however, start looking for Spanish ships now. Speaking of, let's fight. And let's check some things. Here's the help button. I will need this for a moment. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 is animation and 4 was board. S is fire cannons. But I can do that the fact it's escaping means they had something aboard. And using the flags I can actually determine wind direction. So it's coming from my left right now. So that means I have to stay at the right side of the ship. What they're trying to do is actually escape. And I don't have enough crew to stop them. Also, we got this nice yellow circle, which means reloading. And I missed badly. They will escape. So I'll probably have to attack them again. Yeah, I'm victorious, but I did not the way I wanted to. And this is one of the reasons why I always want captains with good navigation skills to catch up on enemy ships. Well, a bark is actually doing 12 knots maximum, so I am able to outrun them. Just not the way I wanted to. Am I hitting or missing? I have no idea. Well, they are hitting. Now I am. This is a disappointment. Because now I have to do it 3 times, which I can't do anymore. Instead, I need to repair my ship again. Can't do that yet. So let's see, Thomas 2. We will have to find for him. At some point we will, but for now we have no idea about the location. Only that he's here. He's got one convoy, 2 ships. There's no reward out. He's active since December, and as said, hideout unknown. Also, no, wrong button. My reputation with Spain is still the same. They're back to 30 ships, so they've been beating up each other. The Netherlands also took a small beating because they lost 1 or 2 convoys. So I really need to help my fellow countrymen. The reason I didn't pick that mission is it often needs a lot of gold. You can put the city into decline by buying up goods, by attacking them, all kind of things like that. Even a blockade. Look, the Dutch got a Spanish convoy, a Spanish war galleon captured. But buying up goods, doing a blockade by attacking ships, things like that, it doesn't really work out yet. Of course, another thing I could do is add a second ship. Famine in Roatan. That's up here. It needs a lot. And the grey ones are the ships doing the export. Transport convoy usually means importing the special goods, wine, spices, tools, and settlers exporting all the colonial ones. And especially the incoming convoys are a nice way to get goods you actually need. And now I'm going to do it different. Let's see if I'm able to find a trader closer to Spanish cities. More famine. Not here, okay. Hopefully this one does want to fight. But I'm going to pick different approach this time. I have to keep in mind he got better crew, better ship, better weapons. And the AI will always try to sink my ship instead of damaging it. I have to keep an eye on the wind. I may actually lose this fight. Well, that's lucky. Because I can actually defeat the captain right now. Yeah, come and get me. My turn. Got you. So, all of a sudden I captured an enemy ship, even when the odds were against me now. First of all, we take the corvette, as well as the rest. We take all its weapons, and of course, all goods. And by doing so, we got a message, but not about what I did. Are we kidding? I think they're not really happy with me now, but I got the corvette. So I will turn the corvette into a warship, keep the bark as a transport ship, and actually sell off the sloop. No, I won't sell off the sloop. I will use the sloop as a convoy for scouting, which means I will put it in Grand Bahama for the time being. I won't do anything else. I could actually sell off those, but at some point I may need them, so repair. 9 days. I will repair the sloop, I will repair the brig, and I may as well rename this one in Hunter, because that's what it's going to be, my hunting convoy. Treasure map, I can always use a treasure map. There's not much to see in the treasure map, but I can always use it. Well, how nice, another treasure map. So I cut the X. X marks the spot. The problem is I have no idea what spot the X marks, other as knowing that it's a coastal area with some rocks. So it could be here. But I don't think so, because that isn't okay. It could be here somewhere. Which ship is repaired? My brig. I'm going to sell my brig. I don't need it. Also, the corvette dropped in price, which is nicely. I will use the sloop for something else. What do you mean, not enough sugar? Ah, yeah, I'm holding back 60 sugar. And hemp. I won't do any production yet, but over time I may start buying stuff up and switch AI buildings to and my buildings to one point and houses to the other. Yes, Grand Bahama. Now let's see, I was able... No, I can't buy a permit yet or build anything. Also, the town is building another cannon, which is useful to know.
I'd be happy to tell you something of the life of the pirate Henry Avery.
Let's...
Henry Avery is a prime example of the successful pirate. He captured the richest ships of his time, managed to elude the authorities, and lived long enough to enjoy his wealth. Avery's early years are shrouded in mystery. However, we do know that in June 1694, he was a mate on a privateer named Charles, which had been given permission by the Spanish to capture ships belonging to the French colony of Martinique in the West Indies. One day, he led a mutiny and seized control of the ship, whereupon most of the crew sided with him. The ship, a fast privateer with 46 cannons and ideally suited to the role of pirate ship, was renamed Fancy. In 1695, he succeeded in carrying out his greatest feat, the looting of the Indian treasure fleet. As part of an alliance with other pirates, he attacked a heavily armed Indian treasure fleet and managed to capture 2 ships. The ships belonged to the Grand Mogul himself and were loaded with unimaginable treasures. After bribing the governor of the Bahamas to offer the pirates protection, Avery paid off the crew, who then scattered to the 4 corners of the earth. Some of them were captured in England, but Avery sailed to Ireland, where he disappeared without trace. We can only assume that he continued to enjoy his wealth in hiding.
And first of all, because I was planning to do that, sending the sloop to Grand Bahama. So I got access over there. Next, it's a frigate. I will move some of my cannons, not all, but some. Never mind. I will move all of my cannons to my warehouse. I made a mistake. Hell, I keep making mistakes. This has cost me a lot of money, because I was selecting not my warehouse, but the island instead. Off to Charlestown, dropping off some passengers, and after that let's start looking for some Spanish convoy again and work out that damage. Dutch also beginning stronger military convoys, more carracks, frigates, corvettes. So as I think I said in one of the first episodes, this map got 60 cities. We got multiple governor and viceroy towns, and that means I will split up the map in several parts. I think 6 or 7 parts. Well, 6 parts will cover 10 towns. And with that, I'm able to create several hubs. So one hub city will cover 8 other cities, and with those 8 cities, if I use 8 hubs, I will need several convoys. As a matter of fact, each hub needs 8 convoys, depending at if I'm using 8 cities. If I'm also having 8 hubs, that means I will need another 8 convoys for the inter-hub transportation. It will be complicated. It will be a lot of convoys. But doing that will be fun as well. And it's one of the reasons why I said I want to balance out the map, giving each country 15 cities, because option number 2 is to use the viceroy's cities. Now let's see what happens. It's too dangerous. Is to use the viceroy's cities as the hub city, and with that serve 15 different towns. I'm not going to take a risk. No, they're not following me. If I'm doing that using 15 hubs serving from the viceroy cities, I will still need another 4 convoys to supply goods between one hub city and another. So lots of calculations need to go on. Let's sell in here, cause and another pirates. I think I'm looking for convoys which are all been attacked before. They're not really having lots of stuff aboard. I also may start considering producing some goods. I'm wondering if it's not a better idea to actually patrol here, because yeah, the town is having a famine, so I know for sure goods will be brought in. option is patrol here near Port Royal, because sooner or later one of the Spanish convoys will move in with lots of spices, wine and tools, which in turn will make money for me. Whoa, let me guess, my treasure. Yep. Yeah, sometimes you need to be lucky. My favorite tactic is something I call vulturing, which is basically waiting for military convoys to fight each other, and once that's done, attack with my fleet and capture those ships. Because that makes it a lot easier to actually capture them. It's what the Spanish are going to do here. Probably, no. Let's just wait and see if they're going to attack a Dutch convoy at some point. And when they do, after the fight, I may actually attack. That's what I meant. And the Dutch just decided to capture the entire convoy. Well, I'm going to fight this Spanish frigate. How's the wind? Bad, I'm sailing in the wrong direction. And I'm using the wrong button. That has a reason. I'm used to the game Partition Free, which is somewhat similar. Somewhat. It's set in the Hanseatic area in the Dark Ages. Well, crap, I'm going to lose this fight, I think. Even when having the better ship. And in Partition, I used spacebar to fire up weapons. So I'm trying to do the same thing in this game. Actually using the wrong button. I can use S, but yeah, never mind. First, let's try to escape this frigate. I think they just gave me the great opportunity to actually attack them. And I got a bullseye. This explains why I love the military corvette and military frigate, because the other ships are usually crappy. And the AI is usually cheating. I mean, the frigate is in general more slow, yet it's sailing at the same speed as I am with a more damaged ship. Come on. I knew he was. But this time I got him, because if you see the sails are getting those nice black spots, meaning they're going to be damaged. Not to mention speed dropped. And I have to be quick now, because he's trying to escape, so every time I will enter the fight, the sails are back at 100%. Done. And the bastard still escaped. Like I said, he got his sails back. He's also attacking me, so I have to be careful. The only thing that's having its advantage towards me is the fact that his hull is more damaged, and that's reducing speed too. Not that much. I do have the money to buy a military corvette, I think. Actually, with the ships I have, I'm even able to buy a military frigate. it escapes again. I'm not going to do a third attempt, it's useless. Captain and ships aren't good enough yet. Not to mention I need to repair my fleet in a bit. So I'm going to take a look and instead start hunting for flutes because they're a little bit more slow. 6 days to repair my ship.
It's good to see you here. I would gladly task you with capturing a town belonging to our enemies. I have enough military convoys to protect the newly captured area. However,
Okay, normal. So they need 1 or 2 convoys missing. Hang on. I'm going to do this mission. Granada. Granada's over here. I'm not strong enough to attack a Spanish city. If I am, I will take on Gibara because with 3 cannons it's easier, but the 340 soldiers is a problem. So that pirate got another cop. 3 ships. Thomas 2 is already back to 1 ship. thought for a moment they actually got beaten, but they aren't. Now let's hope I'm finally able to do what I want to. What's the wind? Opposite direction. Yeah, there are no line tactics in this game. It's several other ones. Not this one. One of them is called over the shoulder, which is basically sail half or more in front of a ship, turn, shoot, turn back. It's escaping again. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. Really? I think I know what happens. I said that naval fights too difficult, so I got the wrong ship. Should I take the ship? That was the fleet I was hoping to catch, and now I'm too late. I won't be able to capture his. But I do have more goods which I can sell off at my hometown, and the rum being produced in my hometown makes me save costs with that. I might as well sell those cannons to town, because I don't need those. I don't need some crew. Transfer everything to my warehouse. And now I've got enough woods. So let's see. And maybe I should be able to sell off some wood now. Repair, repair. $120 tobacco, no thanks. I got way too much dyes up here. Wait. We also have another problem. So I better solve that one first. I will need another warehouse because I'm starting to spend money on something I don't want to spend money to. And I forgot this. And now go back. Tobacco. Now I will have to sell off the dyes I have here. But I will do that later. Look at the size of the English convoys. That's why I need those ship of the line. 800 crew. It's an excellent way to use those in a convoy to capture ships or to build up a town pretty fast. Five days and 6 days, no messages, so I got enough housing right now. Nobody's living there even. How is things with grain? I'm supposed to keep 30 wood, selling for 120. Ah, that's why. Might as well try to find a better captain. That's a better captain. It's still not good, but it's a better captain. That's the worst captain, and that's a lot of cocoa. There's no need to stay there. And taking up this position, I think I will save the game and keep it the way it is right now. Next week we will continue our little war with Spain. Hopefully I'm able to finally defeat some convoys and actually get something for that reputation loss. But for now, I wish you a good time. Have a nice day and hopefully we'll meet again next week.